let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our guy, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. Good morning, T. Greene.
Good morning, Billy. How you doing, my friend?
You know I'm on that roller coaster, and I'm up on the top right now, and I'm getting ready. I want to stay up there, Tommy.
I hear you. Hey,
Tommy, before we get started, you got a worthwhile event coming up to support the Darren Dalton Foundation. Tell us all about that.
Well, it's the event coming up. That's really two. One starting Saturday, July 12th at Live Casino, and it is from 4:30 to 9 o'clock, and it's the celebrity bartending event we have there at the Live Casino. When you get there, you can go to the DarrenDaltonFoundation.org to register for the event. You'll see go up under the events tab, and you'll be able to see the upcoming events and everything. Also, the following Monday, the 14th, we have our annual golf tournament that we're going to be having that at DuPont, which is, a wonderful, wonderful track.
Yeah.
So it's a real good thing. And it's, we try to get done early, for the most part. So, so it's a 8:30 a.m. registration, 10 o'clock 10:30 shotgun. So it's going to be we're off and running pretty early and get done pretty quick. And we're going to have a bunch of guys out there, a bunch of some old teammates and then stuff throughout the years and some former Phillies and stuff like that. So
Tom, you're going to be bartending, right?
Oh yeah, I'll be behind the ball.
You're not just going to be.
I can pour a beer with the best of them.
I was going to say, what's the number one drink you can make?
Oh,
I'm pouring beer, Tom. I'm pouring beer.
I'm not a foo-foo guy. I'm not going to sit there and make you a cosmopolitan or all this kind of Manhattan smoke and stuff like that. I'm not doing all that crap.
You're giving them a vodka tonic and you're saying go on with your day.
Yes, yeah. And you're going to taste mine. You're not, it's not going to be watered down.
Right.
And I know you take your golf serious. We golfed together back in the day. We had the locker room shotgun showdown.
Yeah.
And, Tommy's out there. He's got his viewfinder, right? You mark he's got Tommy, you can't talk to Tommy during his golf. He takes it too serious, man. He's out there to win. I love it.
Well, it's not about winning. It's about I want to do the best I can do. It's like pitching to me. That's my competitive outlet myself. But I haven't been playing too much. I've been playing, but I haven't been playing like regularly. A couple days a week, which you need to at least play to better your game a little bit. So,
right.
Now I'm playing Thursday, and then I'm playing Monday. And then I'm starting to play. I got some events coming up where we're doing obviously the Darren Dalton event, but also I go to different charity events. We got a big one next week, the 15th through the 18th. Up in Hershey for the Mid-Penn Bank Classic for breast cancer. So that's a big one. It's a 3-day event up there. So it's a pretty good thing. We have a lot of fun at it.
All right, Tommy, let me ask you a question. Zach Wheeler, he's just been a pitcher of consistency. He's a great pitcher. What makes him great? He leads in like 3 different categories. He's been consistent over the last 3 years. What makes him great? He's so consistent. Why? What makes him that great?
Obviously stuff to begin with. He's got good stuff, and he's got an arsenal he can that he can use to get you out. And then he's evolved over the years. He's added things, with the change, the split he's used, and the sweeper he's starting to throw more. Obviously he was a power guy. As we start to get older, we lose a few ticks. He still throws up there in the upper 90s, 97, 98 at times, but he sit up there all the time. You know what I mean? So before, but I think just the evolution. You mature, and knock on wood. He's been healthy.
Yeah.
Since he's been here, and he's been able to put that stuff to use on the field. Unless if you can't get on the field, you can't play, man. If you're hurt.
Yeah,
so,
but Tommy, you always tell us. But Tommy, you always tell us that the guys that are pitching in the bigs they all got great stuff. But what separates him? Why can't all the pitchers be as good as him? Is it mindset?
You hit it on the head, a little bit. It's consistency. It's about commanding what you do. He really commands it. he commands his fastball pretty well for a power guy. So he moves it in and down, up and down, in and out. He pitches in well. He changes speeds. So he gives it different looks and stuff, and he's consistent at all those things. And some guys are not as consistent thing. Like Luzardo right now, that's what his deal is. I think it's not the stuff. Right. He's just getting hurt on the inconsistencies of leaving stuff over the plate. Right now.
We're talking with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene, as we do each and every Sunday throughout the baseball season. You think he should start in the All-Star game?
I mean, he's the best in the business going. So I mean, it's in between him and Skeens. I think I'm biased. I want Wheeler to start. He deserves it just as much as anybody else. So that's my thing.
Hey, Tommy, how concerned are you about Bryce Harper and his wrist? I mean, yesterday he struck out 4 times. I just don't. I mean, because he swings really hard. Are you concerned about his?
You can tell he's not where he needs to be. Just as far as the way he swings and balls at the plate. When he starts, his balance, he starts backing off of it a little bit. When he swings, he's falling back a little bit,
right.
Away from the home plate. That's when I know. I mean, he's not seeing it, and it don't look like he's seeing it, picking it up right now, which is, it happens. That stuff happens, So I mean, he's fighting to get back into consistencies of the game a little bit and be able to pick up things, and it takes some games to do that, So, I'm just the big thing in him is that he's not doing. He's not playing in a lot of pain.
Right.
He might be sore, but there's a difference between soreness and pain. Is he doing the damage that whatever? We still. I don't know if they've said what the injury was.
Right.
I know we know it's wrist, but what does that mean? So. Because it's an intricate thing that goes on right there. It's his right hand, his bottom hand. That's a lot of things. He controls a lot of things. So,
Tommy, Billy asked you about Zach Wheeler and if he should represent the Phillies as the starter in the All-Star game. But I want to ask you about the rest of the roster. Who do you think else is deserving on this Phillies roster? Kyle Schwarber, maybe a guy like Trey Turner, who I think was personally snubbed of the starting spot at shortstop by Francisco Lindor. Who do you think should represent the Phillies over in Atlanta?
Well, I mean, bottom line, man, the All-Star stuff right now, the way it's done, the votes, it's a popularity contest.
It is.
And that's not right. Yeah, you want to have fans some say about it, but it shouldn't be the reason why the guys. It should be done on merit. On what the guy's done in the first half of the season, and the bottom line, that's it. I mean, it's a good thing. Like the pitchers, from the pitcher's sake, they don't vote for the pitchers. The managers do that. I guess I know back in the day they did, but so I mean, isn't that? But the position player is all based on to me the votes and stuff they get, and if you go wrong and. It all depends on if you hear negativity all the time about a guy, and talk radio beating on the guy a little bit because he's not living up to the $300 million contract like you want him to live it up. That's negativity. That's a negative vibe. And people say, well, he's not playing that good. I ain't voting for him, or whatever. So, I mean, but if anybody, a guy hitting 300, is a well-deserving guy, I mean, he's starting at he's right where. We want him to stay right where he's at. The power. Halfway through the season, how many home runs he's got? He's going to end up with 20-some home runs.
He's got 11 right now.
Yeah, he's going to end up with 20-some home runs. And one thing I want to see him run. When he gets on base, cause some havoc.
Right. He's got 22 stolen bases.
Yeah, he causes havoc in other ways. It doesn't need to be with a long ball. Schwarber's the one that causes with the long ball. He's the one that does damage, and they got to respect that. So that's a good thing. But I think he's Trey probably is deserving too. I don't know if what hurts him if people tend to bang him up on his defense a little bit, but it all depends. But it's a popularity contest, right now. Yeah. So but except for I guess I don't know how they do the they vote for the starters like that, but I don't know the extra guys. I don't know who's involved in that, who picks those. So it's going to be that could be one of those type of things. That somebody slips in on that side. Yeah.
Hey, good morning, Tommy Greene. So, we touched on Bryce Harper's injury issues that he's been dealing with and, getting back into the swing of things. But obviously Ranger Suarez seems to be dealing with a little bit of a tweak to his back again. I mean, yesterday pitched really well again. I mean, he's been great, only went 5 innings, which apparently he knew he was only going to throw.
Pitches.
He knew that he was going to throw around 80 pitches going into the game, so it wasn't, much cause for concern. But I was curious, is there any cause for concern with you about his injury history and what he's dealing with right now?
I didn't know. I mean, because I was where I was at, I wasn't able to watch the game. I was kind of keeping up with, checking in on it from time to time. And I saw he didn't pitch but 5 innings. How many pitches did he have? I mean, he didn't really give up anything, it looked like. And I was like, and I saw 80 pitches. I said, well, I wonder what the issue is. So I don't know what. I didn't know if they come out and said it was his back, or they purposely just said, hey, we're cutting him off at a certain amount, and that is I mean. Anytime you start dealing with stuff, maybe that extra day or two that can help you rebound. I know sometimes the All-Star break is a huge thing. I know it was for me back in '93 because I was 11-2 at the break and didn't make the All-Star game.
Right.
and I mean, but I struggled right before the All-Star break. So I was kind of coming off, a stretch where I threw 5 complete games in a row, and then I struck my arm, kind of went dead, and it felt like I just had my hand on the ball, and that was about it. So you go through those times where you scuffle a little bit, and you don't. I mean, you're battling, because your stuff is not quite where it needs to be, and I mean you have to pitch, and that's what Ranger does very well. He pitches, So him being a little short on velocity doesn't really I don't know, affect him as it would somebody like a Abel or like Wheeler or so. If Wheeler noticeably gets down, but Wheeler's pitches too, so he's on that fine line where he can get away with stuff because he can't pitch. He can use his other stuff. Ranger's the epitome of a pitcher. He changes speeds, moves it in and out, up and down. It makes his fastball play up, even though he might be throwing 89, 90. It makes his fastball look 94 or 5 at times because he commands what he does and he changes speeds. He'll throw anything at any time. So,
we got Tommy. We got Zach Wheeler on the mound today, 8-3 with a 2.27 ERA against a big prospect for the Reds. He's 0-1 with a 13.50 ERA. So the Phillies need to take advantage. Yeah. The Phillies
to the big leagues, dude.
Yeah, the starting lineup came out. Dan, you want to read that?
Yeah, starting lineup for today against the Reds. The Phil's looking for a series dub, obviously. Trey Turner leads off. He'll play shortstop. Kyle Schwarber bats second at DH. Bryce Harper at first base batting third. Alec Boehm at third batting fourth. Nick Castellanos in right field batting fifth. Max Kepler in left batting sixth. JT Realmuto at catcher batting seventh. And then Stott and Marsh to round things off at second base and center field.
You need a win today, Tommy. You need need another win today to win the series.
Well, that's right. I mean, we've had a pretty good week from the last time I talked to you. 4-2 for the week. For the last 7 days. So I mean, if we keep doing that, keep winning the weeks every time we talk to her, I think that's pretty decent.
All right, Tommy Greene.
And to try to win every series you can win, man.
All right, Tommy Greene. Well, listen, man. Are you guys down at the Jersey Shore? You and Wendy?
No, we're back home now. We come back last night. So.
Well, you tell your wife we said happy 4th of July weekend to you and yours, and we'll talk again next weekend.
You got it, Billy.
All right, there he is, Tommy Greene on the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. Love Tommy Greene.
Yeah.
T to Green. You know what's cool? You think about this. He pitched a no-hitter. Like, you know how hard that is?
Not many guys can say that.
He pitched a no-hitter in the bigs. That's something else. I love Tommy Greene. All right, on the mound with former Phillies pitcher Tommy Greene. It's sponsored by Blitz's Market of Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room and get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. Plus, if you buy the orange juice, you get a free 97.3 ESPN locker room cup.